One of the fastest ways to tell if someone is spiritually mature has nothing to do with how many Bible verses they have. It actually has something to do with the second that someone disagrees with them. Because anybody can look wise when the whole room agrees, but challenging their opinion, and you find out really quick whether they actually want the truth or they just want to be right. Because you can know scripture and still have too much pride to receive correction. Proverbs 12:15 says, "The way of the fool is right in his own eyes, but he that taketh to heart has wise counsel." Maturity says, "I may not agree with you, but I respect you enough to hear you." And pride says, "I've already decided that I'm right, and now I only have to listen so I can respond." That's where this becomes incredibly dangerous in a relationship, because relationships don't grow when two people are constantly trying to prove who is right. They grow when two people feel safe enough to communicate honestly, humble enough to listen, and respect enough to disagree without tearing each other down. You don't have to agree with everything to love each other well, but when communication starts disappearing, assumptions start replacing conversation. And that's when frustration can become resentment. Resentfulness recreates distance, and eventually two people can be standing right beside each other while feeling completely alone. That's why in James 1:19 says to be swift to hear and slow to speak and slow to wrath. And Ephesians 4:29 teaches us to use those words to build people up instead of tearing them down. Because sometimes winning that argument can only cost you that relationship. So when somebody you love brings you something difficult, don't immediately prepare your defense. Ask yourself, am I listening to understand them, or am I listening to prove myself right? Because spiritual maturity isn't having the last word. It's having enough humility to listen, enough to respect, to communicate, and enough love to grow together, even when the conversation is uncomfortable.